What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Your man Strac reacts back with another reaction video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all are healthy and well. Welcome all my new supporters as well. Welcome. Today we'll be reacting to my first experience using the NHS, American in England. Every time I hear these stories of my fellow Americans visiting England and, something goes wrong where they need to use the healthcare system, it never fails. It's never a letdown, man. Every time they come back, they have amazing stories to share. Why can't it be the same in the United States of America? I mean, every other country out there in the United States, wonderful healthcare, 6 pounds, 8 pounds, fresh out of surgery. I'm in debt fresh out of surgery. As a matter of fact, why even save my life? Why would you even save my life if I got to pay this off for the rest of my life? Let's jump right into this video. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I love these videos.
Hi everyone and welcome back. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim and this video will be about my first time using the NHS. So the NHS, for those of you who don't know, stands for the National Health Service. It is a public healthcare system here in the UK. So I will be talking about my experience and in comparison to my experience using private healthcare in the US. So the first time I used NHS was actually a few years ago. This was before I moved to the UK. I was here visiting and I had gotten sick. So I didn't want to go to the hospital. So I decided the best thing to do was go to the local GP's office. So I called the office and I was able to get an appointment within a few days. I was told that I had to pay a fee because I wasn't a citizen, but I was fine with that because I needed to be seen. So
Facts, it can't be any worse than the fee we gotta pay. We expecting to pay large lump sums. It's like, okay, we just need the help at this point. she at that point.
Office, and I had to fill out some paperwork, my name, the address where I was staying, and any medications I was taking, along with any medical issues. So after filling out this paperwork, I had to sit in the waiting area. There were other people waiting as well. And I noticed that there was a display screen, and when it was time for someone to be seen by the doctor, this display screen would have the person's name and room number. Oh. So I had never seen that before.
Interesting.
At all in my experience with using healthcare in the US. Usually what happens in the US is that a nurse comes into the waiting area, she yells your name, Kimberly.
And mind you, you could be going in labor, bro. You could have just got stabbed in the back, man. I'm telling, if you didn't call the ambulance, oh well. You're gonna be waiting in that little, it says wait patiently. How can you tell that? How can you There's a sign that says wait patiently. How dare you say something to me like that when I'm fighting for my life? That nurse come out like 30 minutes, 45, maybe an hour. Strac, it's about time. I'm half dead. Damn. It don't make no sense, guys. If you're not coming through on an ambulance, they don't treat you as a priority. It really doesn't make any sense. You get in there and they're like, okay, fill out the notebook. Here, take the clipboard, fill this out. It's literally like a notebook of sheets that you gotta fill out. That's why I said notebook. Not a page, for 2-3 pages. It's a notebook, bro. I'm in pain. Imagine me fill out what you can. That's how y'all know y'all bogus, bro. What you mean fill out what you can? Do I need this information filled out or not? That's how I know y'all bogus in the United States. Just say you need more doctors or bigger hospitals or something. This is out of control. Now the lady at the front desk got to deal with the patient that's aggravated. He ready to fight her. She ready to fight. What? Get the security. Every time. Ready to fight somebody about that, man. They in pain. You used to take a fill out the clipboard.
Is that a nurse comes into the waiting area, she yells your name, Kimberly, and then, you walk back with her, and then she takes your weight, height, and blood pressure. After that, she walks you to one of the little private rooms where you're actually seen by the doctor.
Okay.
And then you have to go in there and wait again for the doctor. So that is one of the things that annoys me about using the healthcare in the US, is that you have to wait twice. So you wait in the waiting area, and then you wait in the small private room to be seen by the doctor.
Facts.
So
Facts.
I remember one time I was waiting so long that I got bored and I got kind of curious about like some of the in the little rooms they have like drawers with different medical equipment and things in there, or not really equipment but little medical tools. So I noticed in one of the drawers there was a like one of those reflex hammers that they use to like hit your knee to check your reflexes. So I thought to myself, I wonder if I can hit my knee and my own knee and if it will kick out. So I actually did that while I was waiting. I probably shouldn't have reached in the drawer and got the reflex hammer, but I did that and my knee kicked out. So I found out I had good reflexes and that I could actually use the hammer on my own knee. Anyway, so yeah, one of the things that I did like about using the NHS was that the doctor was already in the room. This was amazing to me because, like I said, this never happens in the US, and the doctor was already in there. It's almost like the room is his own private office. He has a computer in there, a desk in there. In the US, that's usually separate. They do have the little private rooms where you're seen by the doctor, but then usually the doctor has another like personal office down the hall somewhere else.
If you go to like a private healthcare place in the United States, they got like the little keyboards, and they'll have like a screen, a little PC box and everything. Nothing too crazy, but something to just get the computer running to do simple things. They have that actually in the private healthcare centers. It's like a little station. They're not giving anything special, considering that it's various nurses and doctors in and out of that one room that you're in. And that's not the only doctor you're going to deal with. You're going to go through about 3 of them. One's going to, oh, how's everything? Can we check your blood pressure? Can we do this and that? Then the other one about to come in and ask you a bunch of questions. Are you allergic? This and that. Any reactions? Put it all in the computer. Then they about to leave, and then another doctor will come back and start your checkup. You see this BS I'm talking about, bro? When you go to hospitals, though, you're cooked. You go to hospitals, though, you're cooked. Every time somebody, okay, I'll be right back. Oh, you leaving again? Damn, bro. You leaving again? I gotta go deal with this patient. Oh, I can't. This is exactly why. I've never, well, we're not going to jinx it. But will I ever? No, I'm not calling no ambulance ever a day in my life. And if somebody ever tried to call him for me, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing, brother? Put that phone down. Ain't no more jokes.
Like personal rooms where you're seen by the doctor, but then usually the doctor has another like personal office down the hall somewhere else. So it looks like in using NHS, they kind of combine the two. So like I said, the doctor is already in there, which was amazing. So we talked about 10 minutes about some of the symptoms I was experiencing, and he was able to provide me with some medication. And so the other convenient thing was I like the fact that the pharmacy, or I think here they call it the chemist, it was already connected to the GP's office. So I was able to get the prescription, walk it over to the pharmacist, and I was able to get the prescription filled within,
right away?
I think it maybe took about 30 minutes or so.
What?
It really didn't take
30 minutes? Man, please. They would have hit me back like the next day, like 2-3 days. Get out of here. The quickest I've ever got a prescription, I believe, was like, I think it was like 42 or 43 hours or something like that. Some weird number. Unbelievable, bro.
Within, I think it maybe took about 30 minutes or so. It really didn't take
That's good.
too long. And plus I was willing to wait for it because I needed to get well. So I got the prescription and I took the prescription for about 2 days and I felt so much better. So that was my experience using NHS. It was a positive experience, and I was able to feel better for the remainder of my time or my visit in the UK. But this was my experience, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.
Such an amazing experience. Thank you so much for sharing. It makes me happy to hear that, England, treats my fellow Americans well. Or should I say every other country than the country we was born and bred in. How the hell does that make sense? Everybody share your honest thoughts, opinions on this video, and I guess the overall healthcare system within England and the United States. Compare, contrast, do whatever you feel in the comment section. Educate a brother on some things that I may not know, that I may not still know about your amazing healthcare. And share your personal experiences as well in the comment section, whether you came from England and had to, oh my goodness, had to experience what it was like over here in the United States where you had a emergency. And same for my Americans, we're traveling to England. What was it like when you were experiencing an emergency? Was you like, oh no, we can't see the doctor. Don't call the ambulance. Thinking you was back home, huh? I know. It's how we're trained. It's okay. It's more, I look at it as like survival instincts. You know what I'm saying? We go to another country and get hurt. We be asking them mad questions. They be looking at us like, it's free. It's 6 pounds. You know what I'm saying? We asking mad questions, not even worry about our health. And how much is this all gonna cost? The doctor's like, I know they get so irritated with us out there, bro. You must be from America, huh? Easy to tell. How'd you know? Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications on, follow my Twitch, subscribe to all my other YouTube channels, guys. This is an amazing video. I love checking out these type of videos and reacting to it. Sharing my honest thoughts and opinions and personal experiences, even though I don't have too many, and nor will I ever have too many. Stay safe, all my peoples. I love y'all, and hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.